I am Hope here at Crafty Hope, and I'm walking to the mailbox. I got an Etsy order yesterday morning, I guess, and so I'm getting it packed up. It was Easter, so today then is April 21st, 2025, and it's just about 10 o'clock in the morning. So I gave you a couple clips. We went and took a walk this morning for the first time in a few weeks, and I really needed that, so it definitely gets a kick in my booty. I am a mixed media and jewelry artist here in South Alabama, beautiful South Alabama. It hasn't quite gotten super hot. I think the humidity is actually even kind of low because I think it's in the mid 70s right now and it doesn't feel it. So it's fabulous. Of course, if I stand in the sun, I feel it a bit more. Anyway, I'm doing these weekly vlogs, just kind of sharing snippets of my life and what it is to be an artist in this day and age, and the struggles of it and the successes, and just daily life stuff too. Like, I am a housewife as well, not a good one. But I work real hard to try to get things done, and sometimes I don't feel like I've been working. So if you saw my vlog last week, I've been struggling with some sinus allergy issues. Yesterday I felt so much better. Today it seems like they're back a little bit. So I don't know if that was just a quick respite. I'm sorry, I'm looking over here on the side of the road. We've got a bunch of blackberry brambles here. Well, they're actually dewberries. They just kind of grow wild. The birds eat them. The seeds come out of the birds, and you have blackberry briars everywhere. So anyway, I'm rambling. Welcome to this weekly vlog. It is Monday. Monday for me is kind of prepping for the week ahead, doing my bullet journal for the week, kind of planning out what I'm gonna do. This week, my two oldest nieces have birthdays, so I know I'm going to see the oldest on Wednesday on her actual birthday. The youngest, I'm not sure. She's working every day except for Saturday, and she's got plans with friends on Saturday. So I don't know if I'll see her or not, but I know I'll be going to Mobile on Wednesday to see the oldest niece, and yeah. That'll be nice, but I really need to knock out some stuff. I'm feeling super, I don't know, I've got a lot of stuff going on my desk. I've got a bunch of resin I poured yesterday, plus I put some air dry clay on my desk to play with today. Most of that's for the 100-day project, and I really have been feeling the need to knock out some more chunky assemblage projects, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, here's where it gets the hottest, right here in front of my door. So, welcome to week 17 of this year of vlogging. So, yeah. My dear sweet husband has run to go pick us up some lunch, which is very nice of him, which means he hasn't like any of the leftovers we haven't, which means we'll probably have leftovers for dinner because I haven't figured out dinner yet tonight. So we may either have Easter leftovers because we brought home a bunch of ham and potato salad and stuff, or I made a pasta, it's a chicken tetrazzini or something last week that was really good. But I'm finding myself, I'm trying to edit a video. While I'm editing it, I'm watching somebody else's video, and that's all fine and good, except, well, if y'all have come around here much or watching my other videos, you've possibly heard our elderly cat Rosalina screaming in the background. Y'all, if you ever just wanted to like kill a cat, and she does this, the older she gets, the more annoying she is getting, and I decided to start giving her some wet food. She's lost a bunch of weight and all of this. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to start giving her some wet food so she'll get some more calories and, maybe it's easier for her to eat and all of that. So I started giving her wet food just about every day. And y'all, the more wet food I give her, the more she screams at me. And because she wants more. And the thing is, if I give her more, she just throws it up. And because she ate too much or ate it too fast or... it's this cycle, and she comes in, and because she wants more, she screams and she screams and she screams and she screams and she screams, and y'all, I don't want to annoy you the way it annoys me, but I am not a violent person. But she makes me want to become violent because it's this constant screaming and screaming. Maybe it's good I never had kids. Maybe it's good, or maybe kids would have been good training for an elderly screaming cat. I don't know. But she's making me crazy, and it's just one of those days where I'm trying to get things done and trying to be focused, but all I hear is meow, 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 and she'll walk away. Oh, and there she goes again. There she goes. And picking her up and petting her works for a minute, but then she's like, no, I gotta go. I have to go see if you put more food in my bowl. And she goes and she realizes there's no more food. So she comes back and she screams at me some more. And I don't know what to do for it. Because if I give her more food, it will fill up her little tummy and she will throw it up. And if I don't give it to her, then she just screams at me. Oh, y'all. I just have to... Real talk here. Real talk. Anyway, I'm going to get back to editing this video, so I will have it available for tomorrow. It is an art journal I did... What day did I do it? Like Friday, maybe? I think I might have gotten a glimpse of it last week, and I love it. Maybe it was Thursday. I don't know what day. Anyway, I'm going to continue to try to ignore a cat without hurting her or myself. Yes, that would be good. That would be very good. It is Tuesday morning, April 22nd, just before 10 o'clock, like just before, I mean like 2 minutes. I've been busy. I think I'm about to get my grocery list in store order because, yeah, that's how I roll. I try to be as organized as possible. That way I don't have to backtrack, but also I can like then look at what some of the sales are and go down every aisle and not be distracted by all the things I might have forgotten. So, yeah, that's how I roll. Despite the chaos you find behind me, I can be a fairly organized person. Anyway, so today, Tuesdays are your grocery shopping day. I tend to, what else do I do? Get the trash out from like the bathrooms and stuff like that because Wednesday is garbage day, and Tuesday's not super crazy for me usually, except the things I forgot to do, like the laundry. But the laundry up, yeah, I forgot about the laundry yesterday. Somehow I kept forgetting to start the dryer. Like, I put everything in the dryer, but then would forget to push the button. I guess it was just one of those days. It was a Monday. yeah, I was totally distracted, but I got a lot made yesterday. I think y'all got some looks at that. I don't even know if it got made, but I got to put my hands in a lot of pots and play with a lot of things. And I never touched the air dry clay that I had left on my desk to work on yesterday. So there's that. Maybe that'll be later today. I did get a video up of some art journal play I did last week. I think I mentioned that yesterday. And I think I'm going to list some earrings when I get back from the grocery store. So I've made sure that that's kind of lined up, ready to go. Yeah, just kind of, and I've talked to a couple friends. I had a friend whose mom's in the hospital right now, so I talked to her this morning. Yeah, and I need to get my niece's birthday gifts today too. So that's also on my list. I don't want to say much about that. Because, well, by the time this goes out, they both want gift cards. So I'm going to see if the grocery store has, I'm going to put that on here, see if the grocery store has the gift cards that I want. I might even get greeting cards for them. But that might be an adventure this afternoon because the two places I'm getting those gift cards are fairly close to one another. So I may do that this afternoon or see if Pat wants to go with me this evening. I don't know. We'll see. Everything's just kind of fly by the seat of my pants today. I feel like I've got lots to do, lots and lots to do. Yeah. But I do feel scattered. My ears are echoey. But I'm going to barrel through and hope that they clear up and I stop being bleh about it. I feel like I'm rambling. Welcome to Tuesday. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm a mess. Hi. What is it? It's like 4:40. I ended up going out to get my niece's birthday gifts and cards and realized when I got home from doing groceries that I had forgotten to get what I needed for dinner tonight. Somehow that just got completely left off the grocery list. Shoot. I left something else off for tomorrow that I remembered before I went to the grocery store, but then forgot while it was in the grocery store. I'm going to go write that on my list for tomorrow. I am likely meeting my oldest niece tomorrow for her birthday to hang out for a bit before she has plans. Did I say that already? I might have said that already. But anyway, I did a bit of thrifting and I've been to like 5 or 6 stores, including Goodwill. So let me put on here zucchini. And I may put a note, if I can find a sticky note on my desk, put a note on the front door so before I walk out, I can't find a sticky note. I'm a mess. I think I said that this morning too. But I got some of the things I needed to get done. I need to do the trash real quick and maybe transfer over my vlog files for my last week's vlog and do something for my 100-day project. So, but I've got a pretty simple dinner tonight. I have they're called ultimate meat crumbles or something. It's a plant-based like ground beef that we're going to try in chili. And I have that in the freezer, but somehow completely forgot to get the beans and the tomatoes and all the other things I need to make chili. Y'all, I'm a dork. So, but I got my niece's birthdays. That's more important than anything because I probably could have come up with something else for dinner tonight if I had to. We could have had tacos with it and that would have been fine. But yeah, so, and I think I need a snack. I've got too many things I need to do. So you saw I did go to Goodwill. I think I included that footage. I found me a shirt there along with a neat, you can kind of see it there, clock thing. It's a clock. But I'm gonna not make it not a clock. Eventually. That may go on my 100-day project too, and try to use some of the things. But it's super cute, and I think I can do an assemblage inside of it. So I'm really anxious to take, I've already taken the battery that's in there out, but I'm anxious to take the guts out and see like how versatile it is. And somebody's hollering at me. You already got your num-nums. You did. Sometimes I think I leave the house for as long as I do, so I don't have to listen to her. That's awful, right? It's awful. It's awful. But I think, you know, other people are gone at work all day. Yeah, they are. They're not here all day with their pets. Oh. All right. I'm going to try to knock out a couple of these things and get dinner made. And let's see where this goes. My desk is a mess, though. I can do this. Hey, it's Wednesday, April 23rd, about 4:30. I just got home. I have been over in Mobile almost all day. I got up, basically had a cup of coffee, made sure I had an Etsy listing up, and then booked it to Mobile to go spend some time, well, take care of some insurance stuff, and then go spend some time with my niece. It feels really lovely out here. But I need to go in and work on my vlog for last week. So, oh, and y'all, if y'all have seen these, don't worry about it. It's the water weights that we had on the cover for the pool. And I need to wash them, but we've got to get a new hose for me to do that. So they're just hanging out there on that trellis so that I can wash them when I get the new hose. So I'm just walking the property real quick to see if there's anything I need to take care of out here. Idea of what bamboo awaits me in the morning, really. But I went and spent the day with my oldest niece, and that was very nice. And my mom and my stepdad, we kind of kept their house as a home base, and that way she got to see them too for her birthday. Yeah, so I am, running so far behind. So I'm hoping I can get last week's vlog up for y'all in time. You'll know by now if I did or not. It's, if I have to push it till Friday, I'll push it till Friday. And it's a really nice breeze. It has been threatening rain all day. I got sprinkled on earlier this morning after I left the dentist's office, but it really hasn't done much. You can see certain patches of Mobile while I was over there that had gotten rain, but it doesn't look like anything here has gotten rain. So I was kind of hoping just to get, I don't know, for a cool down or something. I don't know. It feels weird when it doesn't rain here after a little while. Like if we go too long without rain, it's just weird. So, yeah, so I'm going to go try to knock out some work and do something for my 100-day project. And I've got a kitty in the window that desperately wants me to come play with her because I haven't been here all day, and another one who desperately wants me to give her white cat food because I haven't been here all day. So I guess I best tend to the things, all the things. So go play some catch up. Good morning, y'all. It is Thursday, April 24th, about, 9:45, something like that. I'm running a bit behind on the day. Pat and I didn't get much sleep. I don't want to complain about the elderly cat anymore, but she was on it last night. She was on the bed trying to eat my hair. She was meowing in our faces, purring on our heads, just full of it last night. So neither one of us, got much sleep. I feel like you can see it on my face. So, yeah. But it is what it is. We didn't go for a walk because we were just so exhausted after not really getting much sleep. So I'm looking out at the pool. I thought I saw movement. And I think it was maybe just a bird. So I just got, last week's vlog 16, finished. So I'm trying to decide now whether or not it's going to go up today late or tomorrow. So I'm really tempted to go ahead and do it up today late, but I haven't really worked on anything for the weekend, and it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. I just give y'all a look at some of what I'm working on for my 100-day project. This is that shrine that I've been working on, and I added, I think I had mentioned to y'all, I mixed up some texture paste yesterday, day before. And I decided for the outside of the shrine, I really want to kind of do some tree barky type thing. So yeah, I put that on there. And really what I should have done is glue the back plate in this piece here before I added that, but I already had a bunch of it on that side. So I'm going to let that dry and then come back and glue that in. But I'm trying to decide if I want like a, some kind of backdrop behind my mushroom. And I think I've decided to do my original big mushroom for this initial shrine. So I'm doing, I've got a bunch of the resin pieces that I had molded sitting on my desk. They've been mostly gessoed with black gesso, and now I can start altering those too. So, but I really need to work on like my Finding the Words video for next week and a couple other things like that. So I'm back and forth on stuff at the moment and just need to make some decisions. I have a list. I need to just go look at that list and hop on it. So I think I'm feeling a little frantic because everything feels like it's running behind, but it's okay. I'll catch up. Okay, honestly, I think the first thing I need to do is tackle this mess. Yeah, I need to tackle this mess. So I've got little things everywhere just because of the crafting frenzy I've been in lately and the limited time I've actually had. I've like crafted something and just walked away. I love my hutch there. Buttons and all kinds of doodads. But anyway, so yeah, that is, I think, what I'm going to do. I'm going to tackle putting some of this stuff up, clearing off some surfaces. I've got a box of things I want to send to Nina of Nina Fickett Designs. And yeah, I need to get that. Yeah, I've just got things, just little things. So I think I'm going to start there. While my video is doing what it needs to do, and then just going ahead and getting that uploaded would get it off my brain. So I think I'll probably do that. You'll know already. You'll have seen if last week's vlog is up. Pat and I are trying to figure out plans for this weekend since the pool out. Oh, you can't see it from here, I don't think. Can you see it from here? The pool there. Since the pool is ready for floating, it's still too cold to get in, like I mentioned last week, but it's floating time is what we call it. So we're gonna grill and float, and we've invited some family over, my sister-in-law and another friend. Anyway, you don't need to know who I've invited over, but I'm trying to figure that out so I know what to defrost or what to go buy for grilling. So I can be prepped. Anyway, I'm gonna, do the things. I've been in a bit of a frenzy, and you've seen what I've been doing lately. And I did my Finding the Words journal page that will be available. It should be just before, like the video before this one on my channel feed, hopefully, if all goes as planned when I get everything done. But once I got that done, and took pictures is what I was gonna say. That's not right. I recorded a video of some of the things I picked up at some of the shopping I did yesterday for Thrifty Thursday. And then I was like, okay, I want to do something, but I don't know what I want to do, but I don't want to work on this and I don't want to work on that. And so I've been wanting to kind of discuss with the lady that kind of arranges some of the classes and stuff up at Hello Gallery, where I have jewelry and art and cards. So the cards I make are basically my iCads, my index card a day, which is a 2-month challenge from Tammy Garcia. I have all kinds of playlists. I will link it up here and down below if you want to go check out some iCads. But basically I take these 3x5 or 4x6 index cards and turn them into gift cards that I sell up at the gallery. So I was asked if I maybe wanted to do a class and what could I do, and I was like, well, what if I did some of the cards? And I've kind of been putting it off because it's a bit overwhelming, because of when I create these cards, I have my entire craft room available to me, all the supplies in my craft room, and there's no way for me to tote all of those supplies for a class. So she said, well, make a couple of like example ones and then know what supplies you need to make those. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. So I've been picking up little things, like some of the paper dolls. I've got like 2 packages of them from Joann's. I know one for sure for the class. One, I don't know, I might take it because whatever. And I've picked up at Joann's also some of the card blanks and things like that. So I just decided to do an iCad, basically an index card. It's not a day, but did that, sat down to write down like what the steps were, what maybe how I can organize that in for a class for at least one of them. I'm thinking I want to do at least 3 cards in the class and then mounting them. And I think that should take up about the 2 hours that I think most of the classes are up there. Not right now. I also spent some time cleaning up my craft room. You saw what a mess it was. So I cleaned up the craft room, cleaned off, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but cleaned off that there. I mean, my camera is there, but like there's a single scrap of paper, and a couple pieces of jewelry I'm trying to decide what to do with. But y'all, I've been busting it out today. I'm pretty happy. Of course I haven't, there's still like things on my to-do list that haven't been done, like working on my ephemera pack to journal video for Saturday. Again, that should hopefully be up by the time you'll see it. My hair is a mess because I let it stay wet for too long, and well, I've had it up, which keeps it wet because it's so thick that when it's up it takes forever to dry. So I also need to start working on my project for June for graphics. So those are things that are on my list, not super pressing, but pressing enough that I ought to spend some time doing it. And I need to go water the plants. So I also had to remake the bed because somebody decided to heck of a lung on it. Anyway, so that was really fun. So now I'm trying to think about how, I think for that class, what I want to do is kind of explore the different things that I do. So use not the same thing over and over again. So like in this one, I did found words from a novel for the sentiment. And all of them I want to include a focal and a sentiment. So I want to do the focal in a couple different ways and the sentiment in a couple different ways and the background in a couple different ways. And so I'm trying to decide how to do that without taking everything from my craft room. So I feel like I'm gonna need to take some acrylic paints, but how do I decide how many to take? And I've got some palettes I just picked up, and I can get more from like Dollar Tree or whatever, so people can put a little squirt of paint in their palettes or whatever, so that kind of thing. I'm just kind of like trying to sort it in my head what the best way to do some of these things are going to be. So yeah, if you have suggestions on how you do classes, like, I don't know, I'm like, how do I give everybody in the class an ink dauber and an ink pad of the distress ink I use pretty much to go around everything on these cards. Well, I can't do that. That's, you know, if this class doesn't sell or whatever, if I buy a bazillion ink pads, what do I do with them? You know, and so I'm trying to come up with other things other than like the ink dauber that I can use. Like I think I can use one of the cosmetic sponges maybe instead of but I need to practice that so that I can teach that. So y'all, I overthink everything. So this class, you know, started talking about it like 2 months ago with the lady up at the gallery. And I've just been putting it off. So now that some other things are starting to like wind down, I guess, I don't know. I need water. I really kind of want to do that, and I really like how this one turned out, and it was, yeah, some surprising materials, and it's pretty. I hope it's a card you would want to buy. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm messing with. So right now I'm looking at some other ideas for focals besides the paper dolls, because that's definitely one of my go-tos. So I'm trying to look at other things that maybe somebody that doesn't want to go out and buy paper dolls, something they can bring in. So that's what I'm kind of futzing with now. So if you have ideas or suggestions for focals or sentiments, and like I said, I've got some ideas, or just ways to have a lot of materials easily, like a lot of pairs of scissors. Do I go out and just buy 15 pairs of scissors? I don't know. I don't know. So I gotta figure that all out. Let me know what you think. Good morning, y'all. You've caught me in my walking clothes still. It's just before 8 o'clock, Friday, September. Where did I get September? That's really weird. April 25th. It is my younger niece's of my sister's 2 daughters' birthday. Happy birthday, Taryn. I know she's not watching this. But walking clothes. We got up, we took our walk, we had better sleep. The cat did not wake us up all night long, so that was really good. Took our walk, we got home, I did my morning pages and a little bit of meditation. That's kind of my ideal morning, is to get up, take a walk, morning pages while I'm having my coffee, and some meditation. Additionally, I'd love to do a little bit of yoga or stretching, but that doesn't always fit into the plans, and I don't know why. If I make it a priority, it should. Today is house cleaning day, so I'm going to try to do that along with get a video ready, for tomorrow. I made 2 of my iCads along with like a list of supplies I'll need for that class. Still trying to figure out how to have enough inks to go around. I don't know how many people would be in a class. I'm assuming if people sign up, everybody wants to make those cards. I'm assuming 12 would be the max, but I don't know. So I'm just trying to, and how to transport everything that I want to transport. I really think I want to take my typewriter, because I think that would be really fun for people to be able to type up their own sentiments. Anyway, all that stuff's working its way through my head, but today's house cleaning day, I really need to get it done. I've got this pile of stuff. I've got this rickety table that I think I got for $5 at Five Below forever ago, that's just got miscellaneous things from the deck sitting on it. That needs to go out from out here. We've got people coming over tomorrow, allegedly. And it's people that have been here a million times, but I want the house to be kind of fresh and nice. So clean the bathrooms, clean the floors, clean off the clutter, get that taken care of, along with some art. So I need to check on, I did that texture paste on my shrine thing. I need to see how that hardened, and if I want to experiment with coloring it any, or if I want to deal with the background, or if I would do all that. So yeah, and I also need to make a 3rd card for the class, and I've kind of got a general idea of what I want to do for that. So all kinds of little things flitting around today. It is super humid today. I think I gave y'all a look at some of the fog this morning. It's still kind of misty in the air, but you can just feel the humidity like resting on you. So I'm gonna go in, I think, get dressed, get ready for the day, and get my list made and get to it. So we'll see how it goes today. Hi y'all. I don't know when I last spoke to y'all. Was it this very morning? Like way this morning? Like 8 o'clock this morning? That's very possible. I spent the entire morning cleaning the house. Right up until Pat came home with lunch. So yeah, the entire morning just cleaning. I feel like we're opening the pool tomorrow. We're hoping to get out. It's probably still too cold to get in, but what we like to do is float on it. So that's the plan for tomorrow. We're both looking forward to it because the pool looks amazing. So since we're having people over, I was like, I really need to get this house in order. So it looks pretty good right now. It's not great, but it's pretty good. And then I went and took the recycling, dropped off donations, ran to Dollar Tree for a couple things. And I'm like, okay, I've got to get smart in today. Especially for my 100-day project. And I had started a couple of things. I've got 2 metal, decorative metal trays that have in progress jewelry projects. So I was like, okay, well, let's start by getting those. I have a long it's a table in my bedroom that when I have overflow or when I need, especially like my resin stuff, I need to get off my desk. I just don't have enough surface area in my craft room. There's never enough surface area. I use that desk. I'll put things on it. So it's a table. It's not a desk. There is a desk and I have a huge bedroom, but anyway, so I was like, let me at least get these and that'll be part of my like cleaning up process. So I'm doing that. So I just gave y'all a look at, this is an and I like it. I'm trying to figure out what it is I don't like about it. For one, it's the raw bead. I have this other bead I started altering. Oh, I don't know if y'all can see that at all with collage, but it's just not working out for me. Like, it's neat, but it's super fiddly to do. So I'm trying to decide if I want to paint that. But I just remembered I've got a little baggie from Dollar Tree of wooden beads in these like pastel colors. Now they're not quite what I want either. Prefer some brighter ones, I think, for these beads. But anyway, I'm thinking out loud at this point. So I've got to decide whether to finish this project or trash it, because it needs to be done. It can't keep just sitting around. So I'm gonna turn on, my light is not on over my desk, and make some decisions here and maybe have a pair of earrings, maybe more, because I'm not sure what's on the other tray in there. Could be worse. I just grabbed the one closest to me and brought it in here and was like, okay, what's going on? So yeah, all right, I think that's what I'm gonna work on for a little bit and see where that leads. I don't like them. So they're made, but yeah. And since it's not a bunch of special beads in any way, they'll be donated. That way I don't have to take it apart, deal with it or anything. So yeah. It was a fun little experiment to see if it was something I could do, but it was too fiddly, and in the end, I just don't like them. So, lesson learned. Somebody else might like them. Yeah. So, now to go see what else is in there. It's $4.40. So, yeah, that shouldn't have taken an hour to do that. At least it's Friday, right? Okay, but that's a 100-day project. Done. And I can move on. What is this? Oh. Finding things on my desk. I'm like, I thought I cleaned this. Yeah. So the second tray is gonna be a bit easier. I'm gonna turn the camera on and show you and talk you through what I've got here. Okay, so first thing, here's the tray. These earrings, they're gonna just be taken apart. I don't like them. They hang weird and I don't like them. So I can take those apart and get the stuff that goes with them back where it goes. Then I've got this earring that I do like. So I've got all the other components. This actually is gonna go above it and just connect it. So I just need a little bit more wire to connect everything and add some ear wires. So I'll pull those together, and that was from something else, from another pair of earrings. They can be put up. And then these are just some resin pieces that can also be put up with some other resin pieces. But y'all look, I love this seed pod so much. I need to like put it aside and figure out how I can do something special with it. So, all right, I'm gonna get to whip these up and put everything up. I don't know if y'all can tell what that was, but that is a squirrel sitting in my pecan tree eating a bamboo shoot. It's crazy looking. He's got that long bamboo shoot that's like twice as long as he is. Anyway, I had to share that. Good morning, y'all. It is Saturday, April 26th, just after 9:30. Before it gets too hot, we're out in the yard trying to accomplish some work. We do have friends and family coming over today to open the pool. So it'll be the first pool day. It's probably still too cold. Last time we checked, Pat checked the pool a couple days ago. It was 72, which is doable, but chilly. So we tend to float on it. But first we've got to get some work done. So I think I showed you the water weights that are hanging over on the trellis. Those need to be hosed down and put away. The floats need to be cleaned off. I'm kicking bamboo. Pat's mowing the grass. I've already marinated chicken and made a dressing for salad for this evening because we're going to grill some chicken and sausage, have a salad and tater tots. That's our general, like, every weekend menu that alternates very slightly. And it just makes it easier for me to, like, plan. So anyway, I'm kicking bamboo. I've got my nippers with me to just nip any quick things that I see that I want down. I've got a couple of vines over on the fence line that I really want to get because they're like really high. So you probably hear Pat mowing, so I'm sorry if you can't hear me. It seems like there's a couple other things I want to tackle, and for the life of me at the moment I can't remember. I did do a little bit of something for my 100-day project this morning, and sorry, I see a sticker vine over here I want to clip. That feels better. And painted one side of my shrine box. Oh, there's a mosquito on my finger. So anyway, that's, yeah. We'll see how the day goes. You may not see much from me because, yeah, we're gonna yard work, taking care of stuff, and then some pool time with friends. So we'll see how it goes. I'll try to give you snippets even if I don't pop back in and tell you what's going on, and I'll try to show you what I've done to that box so far. I'm trying to make it look, I put my homemade texture paste on one side of it, and I'm trying to make it look like bark. So we'll see how that goes. All right, until later. I just got a couple packages in the mail, and since they're not really thrifty, I thought maybe the vlog here would be the best place to open them. So we're gonna start with the less surprising one, but this is an order from Joggles for some infusions. So joggles.com, and I've been watching all of Mag's Woodcock's stuff and my receipts. I'm gonna put these things aside, and we're gonna open up the Joggles. I'm trying to remember if I have ordered from Joggles before because I had a gift card that I won from somebody. So first off, always they have beautiful tissue that they put in their packages, and let's see, they have packed this really well because the infusions are in glass bottles. So let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, how pretty is that going to be collaged with? Okay.
let's see what I got. So I got 6 things of infusions. I'll play with them later. I might turn the camera on, or I might just show y'all, if not this week, next week, what some of my playtime looks like. So I got Green Man, Golden Sands, and a bit Jaded. I also got, and I couldn't get the walnut because it was out, but I do have walnut ink crystals I can use. So then I got, oh, I did get the Rusty Car. Haha, I got Rusty Car, the Sage, and Royal Blood. So greens and blues and kind of golden browns. Yeah, that's my jam. So I am definitely going to play with these later. I've been given the tip to poke a hole in the top of it and first pull out the like styrofoam ring that's in here and poke a hole and then put that styrofoam back in, is how Nina does it. But I was watching one of Mag's videos and she showed her infusions and she had a push pin in the hole in the top of her. So I'm thinking I could maybe do that if I can find somewhere to store them up and down like this, which is often hard for me. So I'm gonna have to figure out some kind of something that I can do that in. Okay, so I'm gonna put these up and then we're gonna see what Nina sent me, because I don't remember what all she said she was sending me. I know 1 or 2 things that are in there, and I've got some stuff together to send to her as well. Put this all back in the box it was in. Okay, so from Nina, let's see, there's a little note. Let me look at it real quick. So let's see what all we've got. Oh, we've got, okay, some ephemera. So a nice big envelope, some plat or blueprint type papers. I know I have a bunch of that from her as well. Oh, and some like typed up stuff I know I'll have to cover up really well because I think there's probably some confidential stuff. Some kind of baggies. And other things. Okay. Thank you, Nina. And let's see what else we got. Okay, so she sent me some Power Tex Powder Fix with some directions on it to how to boil it up. She also sent me a couple jars. These are so I can send her. I recently at an estate sale got some 32-ounce jars of golden fluid acrylics. So I'm going to send her some of those because it's more than I'll ever use in my lifetime. And then looks like she sent me some textural stuff. So these are cactus fibers from Prickly Pear Cacti. No, can you see that? Look at the texture on that. Goodness. And then what is this? This is cactus skeleton from Teddy Bear Cacti. Ooh, I'm going to have to pull that out. These are super cool, Nina. Thank you. I have to figure out how to use them. Oh, and they're really sturdy, too. Like, you would think it would be, I don't know, more brittle. But how cool is that? Yep. Thank you, Nina. Oh, wait, there's something else clipped. What is this? I didn't see this clipped to this envelope over here. Oh, she sent me, these are the water dots from, Masha's watercolors. So different colors of these watercolor dots. She sent me some of these before, so I'm gonna put these with, oh, that's a metallic Northern Sun. That's really pretty. These are gonna be super fun to play with. Okay, Pat is outside blowing up the floats, and we have friends and, well, at least family on the way over. So I'm gonna go get my booty in gear. I am glad these got here before they did, so I could take a look at everything. I'm really excited to play with it all. So, all right, guys, I'll check back in later, hopefully before tomorrow, but we'll see.
Hey y'all, it's about 9:30 on Sunday morning, April 27th. We are about to go in just about half an hour to go play some disc golf and then maybe have lunch after that. we're going to do a really long course that we've never been able to finish. So we're hoping that's why we're starting early today. You can see my eyes. I'm super tired still, but we had a lot of fun yesterday hanging out. I just showed you a look at what was on my desk because, yeah, yesterday evening I played with these infusions a little bit, just testing them out, making some I want to say squabs, but that's oh my gosh, samples. I can't think of the word, y'all. But swatches. Oh my gosh, swatches of the colors. And so I've got 2 more to go, and so I've got Golden Sands and Green Man left to go. So I'm gonna do those real quick. Maybe even get them in the bottles. But yeah, like I said, we gotta leave out in about half an hour. The pool was very nice, actually, like more than floated. I got in it up to my waist, which is most of what I do when I get in the pool anyway, because it's always so cold. So I am going to finish up playing with these and then get our water bottles ready to head out and go play some disc golf and be active in this somewhat springtime weather. We'll see. Good end to the Sunday. So yeah, so that's it for the week. We went down to the golf and played some disc golf and had lunch and went to the brewery in Gulf Shores, and now we're home. And being down at the golf, I was like, we didn't get in the water. I want to come home and get in the water. So we're now in the pool and probably violating some music standards with what's playing on the radio. So I'm gonna go, and I will see y'all next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.